All right. Thank you very much. You're welcome once again. I just had to start the recording there. I said we had to push the advanced class or the professional class up by 1 hour. All the time, our professional class is between the hours of 8 to 10, between the hours of 8 to 10. But then we had to get in the trainer who is taking them on the course is going to push. So the professional class is going to be starting for 9 p.m. It's going to be starting 9 p.m. to 9:10. That's 11 p.m. That's for, we have to allow beginners to enjoy the session. So those ones are balagbas. So you are just beginners. You will enjoy the session. So now, what am I saying? What am I trying to bring out? Now, the person that is going to be training us today, by the grace of God, God has really helped him to help a lot of people to become successful in this industry. Only very few people, a lot of people know this thing, or let me say few people know these things, and very, very few people know how to transfer and pass the knowledge to other people. Some people know it, but when they teach you, it's so complicated. You don't, the thing is so confusing and things. But by the grace of God, God has given this guy a wonderful heart that easily he breaks it down as if he's teaching babies, even very, very technical terms. He came into the system just like you, had it on radio. I think I was on radio one of these some years ago, and he listened to this and it came. He's not in the finance industry at all. He was in the banking sector. He resigned from the banking sector to start his own personal financial business where he runs something very close to a microfinance bank. And he was doing great. And he said he was driving that day and he had me speaking on the radio, and I am one of my partners. And he said, let me go and check out this stuff. He's an engineer by profession. And then he said, let him come. He came to the training, learned, and after learning, he went back. He said he's going to do this. And he began to do it. He's wanting to decide I want to do it, it's another thing for you to do it. Now, when he began to do it, before you could know it, he called me, he said, he's doing this, he's doing this, he's doing this, he's doing this. Wow. It's good. And before he knew it, he told me that he just bought something. He bought a car from the business. I said, which business? This same Forex. Me that even did the trading for you when you came. I've not even bought a car with a business and things. And it's so wonderfully well. He not more than after a while, I said he's bought another. I said, then that means you must know something that I don't know. You must know something that I don't know. So based on this, we began to do great things together, ladies and gentlemen. Without any much ado, I'm just giving you what he's been able to do so that you know that the people that will help you to be successful are people that are really, really successful in the art. You will enjoy him more in the professional class because you're going to have more time. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to join me, put a 555. We always call him the Bishop of Pips. In the advanced class, they promoted him to, what is it? Is it cardinal or something? They said this one is more than a bishop, that is a cardinal, that is going to become a pope. Okay. So we're going to welcome Mr. Femi Raji. Is a doctor, almost a PhD doctor in petrochemical engineering and a successful businessman. Bishop, join me, put a 555 together for him as he comes on the platform. Bishop, are you there, sir?
Thank you so much, Chairman. I really appreciate your introduction, and I appreciate the day that I came across your voice on the radio. I must say, during my years in the banking sector, I had no reason whatsoever to attend any seminar. By the way, do we even have time to go for seminar? We enter the bank before the sun comes out and we go after the sun has set. So where is the time to go for any seminar? Right. But the question I kept asking myself was this. When I sit down in my office as the manager, some people walk up to me. And when they walk up to me, you know, sometimes when you are in a place where you render services, we normally have some attitude sometimes. When you see people walk up, you just feel this person has come to disturb me again. What do you really want? And the person will just greet calmly and say, you know, I used to sit in that seat before, or you know, I'm an ex-staff. You know, you have to respect an ex-staff. He has seen what you have not seen. You know, but when they go, I look at them because sometimes you have to, you know, see them off. I look at them. This man was even bigger than me when he was in the bank some few years back. But look at the way the person is looking now. Is this the type of life I want to live when I leave this sector? When I retire, and you must retire, all of us pray to retire, not that they'll carry a dead body out of the office. Is it the type of life I want to live? Or do I want to receive my retirement benefits and go and put it inside fish farming that I know nothing about? Then wake up one morning, all the fish has died. Then you begin to think, or is it poultry or what? And how much do they even pay you? Right? Many industries and many companies now, they don't even pay gratuity again. They tell you, you earn as you work. So when I came across this industry that could make me sit down in my house and without traveling to any country per se, I begin to earn like an expatriate. I have heard, and I'm sure most of you here would have heard too, I have heard that trading is difficult, especially for those people trading Forex. I have heard that you lose your money. Only 20% of the people are making money. 80% will fail. That was what I heard. You know, but when I was discussing with my mentor then in the US, the person that taught me, and which was why I was able to learn a little bit faster than most people, when I told him that story, that this is what I heard, that is it true that if you come into this industry, you lose your money? He said, yes. If you come into the industry, like everybody, you lose your money. And he asked me, where were you working before? I said, the bank. He said, how many percent of bank workers turn out to be managing director? I said, less than 2%, because a bank can only have one managing director at a time. Say, fine. How many lawyers do you think you have in Nigeria? I say many. He said, how many of them are well known? Of course. How many lawyers do all of us? If we say we should mention the lawyers we know in Nigeria, how many will you put in the chat? By the time you mention 5, it has finished. He said, how many universities are in Nigeria? I mentioned. He said, how many of them end up becoming professors? How many of them end up becoming VCs? He now asked me, do you know how many doctors you have in Nigeria? I said, no. He said, how many of them end up becoming successful? And he told me that, can you see, the same thing with this industry. Not everybody who comes in is successful. When you go to read, and they say, what do you want to read? You say, I want to read chemical engineering. I want to read accountancy. How many accountants are successful? Your uncle, your grandfather, some of them are graduates. You can see the way they are looking, they're not doing well. Yet you insist you must go to school. By the time he finished talking to me, my mindset changed. And my mindset was that if there are 20% making it, I will be part of that 20%. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. If you know you want to be part of the 20% and you have this kind of mindset that my mentor pumped into me, I want you to put a 2-2 in the chat box. Life itself is difficult, men and brethren, or ladies and gentlemen. It is you that will decide. Somebody said that if you were born from a poor home, it's not your problem. If your children come from a poor home, it's your own problem. Stop blaming your uncle. Stop blaming Buhari. Stop blaming everybody. In this same pandemic, people are making it. It is you that will tell yourself that come rain, come shine, I will use the resources God has given unto me to excel. Right? So with that mindset, I sought knowledge at all costs. Of course, when I say at all costs, not negative cost, I sought knowledge genuinely. I spent hours. And by the grace of God, I can tell you that within a short time, having been able to get a mentor, I was able to find out some things that work. It might not be very large like you think, but the point is that it works. What matters at the end of the day is what works, right? And it's been joyful ever since then. So today I'll be taking you briefly in the next about 40 minutes on one of the simple strategies, the very first one I learned that played out for me. And of course, one thing you need to understand is knowledge keeps increasing. When you learn one and you see the way it is, you look for another one that is better. I'll give you a simple one today. But before then, I want to know how many of us here have downloaded our MT4. Have you downloaded MT4? If you downloaded your MT4, because that's what we'll be using today, I have to show you that thing on the MT4. If you downloaded your MT4, please put a 1 in the chat box so that I'm sure that I'm talking to people who really understand what I want to say. You were able to download your MT4, please put a 1 in the chat box. If you've not downloaded your MT4 and you are here, put a 2 in the chat box. I've not downloaded, but I'm here. Put a 2 in the chat box. All right, if you've not downloaded an MT4, at the end of this class, in fact, while this class is going on, I don't know if Elder is around, we'll send a video to the WhatsApp group telling you how, you discovered that I have MetaTrader on your phone before. You will send a video to the WhatsApp group telling you step by step. It's a short video recorded on mobile telling you how to download your MetaTrader 4 that you can use in trading. So nevertheless, we will proceed. If you've not downloaded it, just watch this video again. It will be posted sometime tonight or thereabout, and you can watch it again. If you've not subscribed to the YouTube channel, it will be of benefit to you to subscribe so that other freebies can come to you. Now I'll be sharing a white screen, and I want us to go to the class, right? I want us to go to the class. I should share this now. All right, I believe you can see the board now. And there's a common question I normally ask people, and I'll ask that question here. Let's say, for the purpose of this discussion, let's assume that you are a trader. I want you to know that when we say we are trading online, we are basically doing exactly the same thing that traders in the market do. The only difference is that we don't take physical possession like they do. They have physical possession. We can trade in crude oil without even knowing the color of crude oil, right? We trade them in abstract. Now, let's say that you are somebody that sells packets of drinks. So you have crates, packets of drinks. You have Mr. A and Mr. B, and both of you are dealing in selling of drinks, right? So you happen to be Mr. A, and one other person there happens to be Mr. B. Two of you have some things in common. Number one, you buy your drinks from the same factory. Number two, you both have 1,000 cartons in your warehouses. So A has 1,000 cartons, B has 1,000 cartons. You bought those cartons of drinks at 1,900 each. You bought it at 1,900 each with the intention of selling it at 2,000, right? So that you can at least make 100 naira profit per crate, right? Then you have a friend, and that friend is C, right? You have a friend C, and this C works in the factory, right? He works in the factory and he puts a call through to you and said, my friend, I got an information that because of the issue in the country now and importation, so many things, a carton of drink that will normally sell to you at 1,009, the company is going to sell it now at 2,100, right? So from Monday, the carton of drinks is going to be 2,100, no longer 1,900. And you are Mr. A. I want you to go to the chat box now and tell me what you most likely do between now and Monday. Today is Thursday. What will you most likely do between now and next week Monday, when the price will go to 2001? Yes, what will you do? What will you do? I need response from the class. Okay. Okay, let me say I'll buy more products now before Monday. Store enough crates at 1,009. Yes. I'll buy more cartons before the price go up. I'll quickly buy stock. Yes. Yes. Yes, you buy. I'm looking for somebody. All of you are right. You say you buy. I'm looking for somebody that is a serious businessman here. There's an answer I'm looking for. Buy as much as possible. Hey, that is Mr. Ayodele has gotten it. Mr. Ayodele is the businessman I'm looking for here. He said that even Mr. B's own, that Mr. B, I'll go and buy all his own. I will buy Mr. B's own. I'll buy plenty, right, and stock up at 1,009. Why? Why will you do that? You got an all right, or maybe I should put the question back to you. So by the time it is Monday, Mr. B goes to the market. In fact, what I will do is I will wait on Sunday night. I'll call Mr. B and say, Mr. B, you have your stock, it is still remain. The guy says still remain, saying, nah, give me that thing. So Mr. B will open his warehouse and transfer his 1,000, and I'll even pay him 2,000, right, on Sunday. By the time Mr. B goes to factory on Monday, what do you think will be the expression on his face? Right? That will be the expression on his face. And what will be the expression on your own face? Right? What will be the expression on your face? Right? Now, my question now is this. What gave Mr. A the ability to make profit? Because obviously, if he buys it at 2.1, he will sell it at 2.2, and from 2.2 to 1.9 that he bought it, he would have made 300 naira profit. The question now is this: what made Mr. A a successful businessman in this case? Put your answer in the chat box. What do you think stood Mr. A out from Mr. B? Yeah, Anita says he got the information beforehand. Regina, knowledge. Jonathan, Samuel Daudu, information, insiders knowledge. All right, so we all agree that he got an information. He got something to tell him that price will go up, right? Now we have been able to analyze this, and we've arrived at the first law of trading. When we know that price is going to go up, we buy, right? So when we know that there's going to be a rise in price, we basically what? Buy. So when you pick the first letters, it gives you R and B, that's like rice and beans or the R&B music. When there's going to be a rise in price, we buy. Same thing. If there was going to be a drop in price, you do what? You sell. If you know that there's going to be a drop in price, you will sell. If you know there's going to be a rise in price of a particular thing, if you're interested in buying a car and the car goes presently for 1.7, and you hear that by next week it's going to go to 2 million, you try and raise the 1.7 and buy it now. Mr. Kufre is asking, what if you don't know? If you don't know, you don't know. That's what I'm saying now. 80% of the people don't know. The world is ruled by information now. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the product that the richest man, Bezos now, what does he sell? His information is selling. He doesn't have a shop anywhere. Mark Zuckerberg, All of us go to Facebook. We'll snap our finest picture. We'll snap like 20 pictures, especially our ladies. We'll snap like 20. They'll now look for the one that's fine, that is looking fine. They'll now look for another app again and beautify it. That is the one they'll put on Facebook. We'll be looking for who will like it, who will like it, who will like it. Opening Facebook is free. So where is Facebook getting his money from? Information. You go to Google and you type anything and they answer your question free. Where do you get information from? What are they selling? Check the top 10 richest companies in the world. You won't see Shell there. You won't see Chevron there. You won't see Toyota there. Information. Tesla recently became the highest, the share price of Tesla recently overtook that of Coca-Cola and Toyota. Why? Sentiment. What is sentiment? Information. We are in the age of information. Anybody who is doing business and his business is not online, the person is like somebody that is winking. You know what it means? To close one of your eye. It's winking in darkness. Nobody knows what you are doing. Right? You are in the age of information. Anybody that wants to move must move by information. So if you don't know, you are doomed. If you don't know, you are doomed. It's as simple as that. Mr. B was doomed not because the business was wrong. Selling drinks is good business, but he didn't get information. And when you don't get information, you are doomed. It's as simple as that. There's no way, there's no need to paint it other way around. If you must be in business, you must be in the business of getting right information. If you have a filling station and you don't listen to news, you do not hear that government has increased the price of fuel and you are still selling it at the old price, sorry for you. You sell it at the old price, you go to the market, you can't buy it, you can't restock because you've sold at a loss and you are doomed, right? So how do you and I know whether an information, how will you and I get the information whether price will go up or down? That is what I want to explain to you guys today. And I'm going to be introducing you to something very simple. It's very simple. We're going to use that. And they are called moving averages, just that people don't know how to use it properly. By the time you come to the professional class, we'll be together for like 2 weeks. We'll break these things one by one. But quickly, let me give you what a moving average is. Let's say you have 1 plus 2. The answer is what? 3. If you find the average, 3 divided by 2, what will you get? 1.5. Let's go again. If you have 1 plus 2 plus 3, what will it give you? Right? 6. Oh, divide 6 by 3, what will it give you? 2. Oh, let's move again. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. What is that? That will give us 10. Oh, if you divide 10 by 4, what will you have? 2.5. Let's do one more. Let's say you have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. What would that be? Oh, that would be 15. 15 divided by 5. What would that give you? 3. What we are doing here, this thing in the middle here is called what? Average, right? If you remember your arithmetic, is called average. You notice that as the number is increasing, the average is increasing. Meaning that as the price, or let's take this thing to be price, right? As the price increases per period, the average tends to increase. Meaning that if I know how to read my moving average and my moving averages are increasing, it means that price is going up. I can use my moving average, ordinary arithmetic moving average, to know what price is doing per time. And that's why we use the process called the moving average, right? So I'll be showing you how to employ the moving average to take your trades on your MT4. Sorry, just a minute. All right, so let's go to the MT4. If you open your MT4 on the laptop, you most likely see something that looks rugged like this. Please just quickly clean it up by right-clicking into your indicator box and delete them. Just right-click, delete, right-click, delete, right-click, delete. Right, so now I'm going to add some moving averages here right now, and I want you to follow me and see how we move, right? Regina, what don't you understand? If it is the arithmetic for the moving average, just if you don't need the arithmetic, this is what you need. I want to show right here, right? So let's look at the screen. If you are using your laptop, go to insert. Insert up here at the top, 1, 2, 3, you can see insert. Click on insert. Then you see indicators, the very first thing there. Go to indicators, then come down to trend. When you come down to trend, you will see moving average, right? So insert indicators, trend, moving average, just as it is on the screen. Insert indicators, trend, moving average. Now, what I want you to do is click on the moving average and type period. This place where you have period, make it 200, right? Make it 200. The MA method, let it be exponential. You will see many there, pick exponential. You can choose any color of your choice. I like using red, so I'll click on red. Once you do that, just click OK. A red line will appear on my screen. Like you can see now, there's a red line on my screen, right? That wasn't there before, right? You could do just that, right? Now, the next thing I want you to do is go back and repeat that same process again. Type on insert, go to indicators, go to trend, go to moving average. You see, we are repeating just the same thing, right? But this time, instead of 200, I want you to change it to 50. Change it to 50, right? And you can now change the color to blue. Change the color to blue, right? Once you change the color to blue, here we are now. You would notice one thing, right? You would notice one thing as we do this, that when the blue, which is the smaller moving average, crosses and comes down, when the blue crosses and comes down, crosses the red down, it means that within the recent, remember this is 50 and this is 200. Remember when we're adding those numbers, 1 plus 2, the longer the number, right, the bigger the average. When the smaller moving average crosses and comes under the bigger one, which is the red, it shows you that there is an indication that price will drop, right? It simply shows you that price will drop. So when you see the blue crossing over the red, it shows you that price will drop. And as you can see in this on the screen, this thing is sloping downwards. It has been sloping downward, meaning price has been what? Dropping. Price has been dropping as it moves down, right? You can see that. And since then, what has been happening? Price has been dropping. Look at it. Price has been going down. Going down. Oh, now this thing has crossed to the upside. Can you see? It came back and crossed to the upside. And when it came to the cross to the upside, what happened? Price has been going up. These green things you are seeing on my screen are the price. When it is going up, it means price is climbing. You can look at the right. Look at the right here. Let me annotate so that I can see. Those of you asking me plenty questions, I would have appreciated if you can just listen now. I've mentioned that I will do this same thing on phone. Listen, or else you miss out from it, right? I will have time for question at the end. Just keep your questions and grab what I'm trying to pass across. If you look at my screen, to the right, you can see some numbers there. Those are prices. Notice that the number increases as you go upwards, right? So as the blue crosses the red here, notice that price starts going upward. Meaning that if I can have a way of knowing when my blue crosses the red, that might be an indication that price is going up. So my blue crossing the red becomes my informant. My blue crossing the red becomes my informant, right? And that is what I want you guys to do. So here's what we're going to do tomorrow. If your name starts from the alphabet A to the alphabet K, right? If your surname starts from the alphabet A to the alphabet K, I want you to open your MT4 tomorrow. Look for any pair of your choice, anything, whether it is cocoa, coffee, anything. I hope you know you can trade all of that. You must have seen that yesterday. Here, you can trade virtually everything. You can see here I have soybean, right? I have wheat, I have sugar, I have cotton, I have coffee, I have cacao, I have gas oil. If you want to trade gold, those of you science students, gold is AU, here you are, XAU USD. You want to trade currencies, for those of you that love Forex, here you have Euro USD, you can trade anything. Pick anyone you want, and from 7 a.m. tomorrow, begin to watch it. When the blue crosses over the red, simply buy. If the blue crosses the red to the downside, simply sell. And I want you to do this on the 15 minutes time frame. So you can look at my screen up here. You can see I have M1, M5, M15. Just click on that one that has 15, right? So you can have the crosses. Look at this point. Notice here that the blue crossed the red to the downside. And what happened? Immediately crossed, the price fell. See the way the price fell down, right? The price fell. Look again, right? When it crosses. So that is what I want you to do. Once it's 7 a.m. tomorrow, begin to monitor. It won't happen at 7 o'clock on the dot, but periodically watch your screen. And once you see that the blue has crossed the red to the downside, simply click a sell. How will you do a sell? Watch the screen again. Up here on my screen, you can see this icon here with new order. I'm hovering my cursor around it, new order. Just click on it, right? When you click on it, you can see sell and buy down. You can see sell and buy. So that way you can do anything you want to do. If you want to sell, you just click on sell. If you want to buy, you just click on buy based on the moving averages. Those are our secret informants. Those are the things that will determine whether we should buy or sell. I'll be going straight up now to the phone. I know majority of us will be using the phone. So I'll be going straight up to the phone right about now. And we'll use our phone to do exactly the same thing we just did now. Of course, I've mentioned that if you don't have if not downloaded the MT4, we're going to send a video to you that's going to show you how to download your MT4. Please, I want you to use that video to download your MT4, and thereafter follow the exact same thing we just said now, right? So I'll be joining the Zoom now with my phone, and we'll use that to determine how to go. So just give me 30 seconds or thereabout, and we'll be up with my phone. Meanwhile, if you have any question, this might just be the right time to drop the question in the chat box, right? This might just be the right time to drop the question in the chat box, so I can answer them shortly before I go. So I'll be expecting to see most of you in the professional class, where we'll have time to break this thing down even the more and increase your understanding even better. All right, so let me share my screen now. 1 minute. All right. All our videos in the professional class will also be recorded. Unfortunately, it will not be dropped on YouTube, so you can't see them, but they'll be recorded. We know that repetition helps, so we'll record it such that you can always have access to them, right? So let's move on straight to the chat. So again, if you downloaded your MT4 on your phone, this is what it will look like, right? This is what it look like. The very first button down. Look at the very first button down there. It has up and down arrow, down, down, blue up and down arrow. That is where you see all the currencies that you can trade, right? That is where you see all the currencies that you can trade. Let's say you are interested in trading USD card. No, you can use it on any time frame. But if you go to 1 hour, it may take 3 days before it crosses. If you go to 4 hours, it may not cross until 2 months' time. If you go to daily, it may not even cross until 6 months' time. But because you want to practice, you can even do it on M5. In fact, you can do it on M1, 1 minute. What we want you to do now is practicing, so that you can see that you can sit down in your house, use moving averages and decide. The present class I'm taking, there's somebody who's been learning Forex for like 5 years. He's been playing around it. He will go for one seminar. They'll bring a big textbook, and they'll tell him to start reading the history of Mongo Park. I may risk lesser in the name of trading, right? In 2 weeks, of course, he will learn faster than some other people who are just coming. In 2 weeks, he's been able to narrow down his strategy and he's begin to make more. Don't mind all those people who teach you how to fish. And if you look at them, they are looking very hungry. They've not eaten fish in a long time, right? So let's say you want to trade USD card. USD card is the second to the last thing there, right? You just click on that USD card and you go to open chart, right? You can see on my own screen, I have a lot of lines there, right? So for your sake, I'm going to delete all of those lines and put them back later on. So I'm going to delete all of these things and I'll put them back when I'm done with this class, right? All right, so my screen is as clean as I would want it to be. And I told you to put 2 moving averages. So how are we going to do that? Look up. You see an F button that looks like a factorial button, one F button function, right? Just click on that F. Once you click on that F, you find this interface. On the first segment of the interface titled trend, you see moving average there, right? Third to the last, trend. So click on moving average. Once you click on moving average, what did we say we should do? The first one we say we should add is what? The 200 moving average. And we say we want the color, we want it to be exponential, and we want the color to be blue, right? Blue. Once you've done that, just click on done. Now you see a blue line appearing on my screen, right? There's a blue line now appearing on my screen. So the next thing we want to do is go and add the second moving average. You go back to that same F again. Go to that same F. You can choose any color, red or blue, just choose anyone. Oh, was it 200 was red in the computer, right? If 200 was red in the computer, I'll click on moving average and I'll just simply turn this to red, right? So that I won't confuse some people. Now I have my red line. Whichever one, just know which is the smallest one and which is the biggest one. You want the smallest one telling you, right? If price has been 500 since the last 1 month, will you keep selling it at 500 because it is 500? You look for this, what is price as at yesterday, the smallest duration. If this price in the smallest duration is increasing, then you better increase your own. If the price in the smallest duration is increasing, then you better increase your price. You won't say, okay, last year price of Gary is 250. Last month is 250. Therefore, today it will be 250. No. If you hear yesterday that it has gone to 300, you move your own to 300 today. So the smaller one is what determines what you should do. You just use the bigger one as reference. When the smaller one cross the bigger one going down, you know that there's most likely tendency that price will go down. You sell. It's as simple as that. So let's click on that F again. Click on that F again. Now you see an F plus up there to the right, an F plus. Click on that F plus. You go back again to moving average, right? You can see moving average there again in the, let me annotate it in case you didn't see it the first time. Here is moving average, right? You can see the moving average there. Great. So now you click on it. This time you are changing it to what? 50. You are changing it to 50. What you don't know is bigger than you. It's not everybody that is carrying laptop up and down. It's a Yahoo, right? Some people trade and they make money off online trading from their house. Now I want to change my color. Somebody is asking, how do I change color? Look at it there. Under the styles, you can see styles. You see 2 pixels and you saw color. You just click on that color. It will give you a bouquet of colors and you can choose anyone you want. If you don't like the deep blue that I used before, oh, why not? You can use aqua. You can use aqua. You can change the pixel to make it even bigger and change it to 4. Once you've done that, you simply say, okay, now you have 2 lines on my screen. Can you notice when the blue one crossed the red one down, what happened? The price dropped. It dropped like a bag of cement dropping from an aeroplane. Can you see that? And when it crossed it to the upside, look at where it crossed it to the upside. As it crossed it to the upside, what happened? The price started going up. The price started going up. So how will you take your trade? This is USD card or Coco or whatever. You are now in your chart. Look up. When you look up, the last button up there, the last button up there is a plus. Click on that plus. Once you click on that plus, it takes you here. Exactly the same thing you saw in on on the laptop. Down, 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 you can see sell and buy. Sell and buy. Just pick the one you want to pick. If it is selling you want to sell, click on sell. If it is buy you want to buy, click on buy. Let's do an example. Say we want to buy. I'll just click on buy. Once I click on buy, it will tell me my order is open. And it will show me this page, right? When you see red there, it means you are not in profit yet. And once you see blue, it means you are in profit. When you enter a trade, the first thing you will see is red, because the broker will take their spread, their commission, right? They will take their commission first. Then as the trade progresses, you can now make money. Or how many pips can we take? If you are talking about pips, it means you already know about trading, right? Any pip you want to take. This class is not about whether I win or I lose. This class is about you knowing that there is what they call moving average, and that moving average can give you information as to what to trade. Remember, what sets out Mr. B, what set out Mr. A from Mr. B was the information that Mr. A had, right? Everybody in the class of doctors will not succeed at the same level, right? We don't know anything yet concerning trading. No, somebody, okay, you don't know anything yet about, that's why we're saying this 1 week free is an introduction. It's what they call something like an appreciation. It's like you go to trade fair. They won't bring all their factories to the trade fair, and they just bring something so that you can see that this company has this product and can do this. If you now want to engage further, you can now engage further. What we are trying to say is that whether you are 20, whether you are 15, whether you are retired and you are at home, and you've tried 1 or 2 business, you try car business, they take your money. You try poultry, chicken die. You try fish die. Okay, come online. Even if it is witches and wizards that are chasing you, I don't think witches and wizards are electronic yet. They've not come to the internet yet. So come to the internet and leave them alone, right? Except after making money, use your mouth to go and be shouting, then they will know. You can sit there in your house, quietly, they will think you are not doing anything and you are earning from your phone and from your laptop. If you're, I don't think anybody's, the witches and wizards in anybody's village has got into the internet, but I don't think they have. So you can learn this skill, and that is the point we are trying to bring out here.
Bishop, they don't need the internet too. Babalawo don't the internet,
Okay. So then, which means if you do it, you stop. You don't talk to anybody. Then you just keep quiet and not talk to anybody. At least it is when you put your mouth, they will know. So, ladies and gentlemen, this thing is what you know. What you don't know is bigger than you. If you don't know, Yoruba people used to say, if you don't know where your age mates they succeed, you can die in poverty, right? It's not everybody. When they say everybody is losing, yes, it's because when you start making, look at what do they call it? Fuel. When tankers spill fuel, government will sound it. When there is spillage, don't go near it. Kabiru will say, that time when the team bomb Mustafa, because Mustafa know how to run. If you see the way I go run like this, I go run. And the next time the thing happen, he will go there. Right? Greed makes people lose. Ignorance also makes people lose. What you'll be learning in the professional class is how can you control greed? How can you control ignorance? Well, do you control ignorance? How can you banish ignorance? Right? And how can you do what we call portfolio management? I know you'll be hearing more of that tomorrow. How do you know what to trade? What currency should you even trade? Apart from the moving average telling you, right? Today I did a webinar and some people were trying to trade a particular currency. And I told them there is no reason trading the currency, right? Because the currency has not done anything in like 5 days. It is just dancing up and down. When something is dancing up and down, why do you want to trade it? You leave it and go and look for the one that we can trade. I believe some of us have gotten something today. I'll be hoping to see many of us in the professional class. Is a deeper introduction to trading, and we can share and rub minds together, create some form of friendship that can that will outlast even the 2 weeks. Please also show us how to download MetaTrader 4 on laptop. Oh, you want to know how to download MetaTrader 4 on laptop? Very pretty easy. You go to www.infinox.com. Just go to Infinox like this, infinox.com. Click on it. Once you click on infinox.com, you wait for it to load. Now, here you see where they write platforms. You see platform here, platform. You go to MetaTrader 4. You see that, don't do MetaTrader 5, please. Do MetaTrader 4. Just click on MetaTrader 4. It will take you straight down to where you can MetaTrader 4. You can scroll down and now click on download. So if you are using Windows, you click download for Windows. If you are using Mac, you click download for Mac. Meanwhile, the information I gave us before, look at it here. CFDs are complex instruments and come with higher risks of losing money rapidly due to leverage. 71.33% of retail investors lose money when trading. Those are the people that think that because they have attended 1 week class, they now know everything about the market. Those are the people here. Those are the people. Those are the people who just read New General Mathematics. And your teacher told you, all the while your teacher has been telling you that 1 minus 3, it cannot, or it's impossible. That's what they've been telling you. The day you read New General Mathematics, GSS 3, and you see that 1 minus 3 is equal to minus 2, you go out and go and open school and say, I've discovered it, international school. Those are the people that are in 71.33 here, right? What you need is information and right information and somebody to guide you. And Rich Vision is here to do that. I hope to see you guys next week when we'll be starting the professional class. I can discuss in more detail. Again, we'll be dropping the video on how to download MetaTrader 4 on your phone. You can do that, and please make it a date. If your name is from A to K, pick, in fact, no A to K again. All of you just pick something. Once it is crossing up, buy. Once it's crossing down, sell. From 7 a.m., begin to monitor it. Chairman, over to you, sir, as I need to go and meet my students. Thank you, sir.
Wow. That was, please, if you enjoyed this very short class with Bishop, can you just put a 777 in the chat box? Put a 777 in the chat box. It's a short one, but I know that 1 or 2 persons will have gained something there. Fantastic. How do you download MetaTrader on your phone? We did that yesterday for those of you there. We did it yesterday. Okay, Bishop just had to go to start the advanced class, the professional class. So, but then tomorrow we'll be going on a strategy called we'll be doing a strategy that I always tell people that if you understand that strategy, you will never, ever lose money. That you will never, ever lose money. And that is money management and psychology of trading. And I tell you, that is a fact. If you get that strategy, you can never be in the group of people that will say they lost their money in trading. So we've been saying this. For those of you that want to be in our class, in the advanced class, you can take advantage, be in the advanced class. This tool, it was telling you that information makes the difference. Can you see? Look at this. This is today here. What if something gives you an information that buy at this place and you bought? Can you imagine? Just simple information about 4 categories of tools combining together to give you a direction. Can you see what has happened there? This is about 90 pips. 90 pips by following this information. This harmonic pattern tells me buy. Another pattern tells me buy. My borderline and it's coming, and I see the the W formation. The W formation, that's the market maker strategy. Bishop is going to be teaching on the beat the market maker strategy. Anytime you see the M and W, look at this, bam, this 1, 2, 3, 4, W, boom, the market goes up. So once you see that, anytime you see the M formation, 1, 2, 3, 4, can you see that the market goes down? But how do you train your eyes to see? Somebody will say, where are you seeing M here? But I can see a clear M in this place. I can see a clear M here, and the market went down. If you think, oh, what am I saying? Let me put it on a line chart. Put it on a line chart. And that is coming. Look at, it's going to be combining the power of all these tools together. It's going to be combining the power of all these tools together. How do you look at this thing? Some of you say, is this not Bollinger Band? This is not Bollinger Band. Oh. If you go and do this one with Bollinger Band, you go band yourself. So, ladies and gentlemen, look at the market says sell. Can you see? It gives me a sell. The difference between the successful and unsuccessful in this market is information. It tells you sell, boom, you sell, and then the market goes. Can you imagine all the way down between yesterday and today? You bought down, you sold down, and you bought up. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those people that will be in the class, we said the professional class is starting on Monday. It's starting on Monday for those of you that want to be in that class. So this meeting, the class is starting on Monday, and it's going to be 2 weeks. It's going to be 2 weeks. And these are the things that will be covered for those of you that will be there. So all these things that we started, but I've not understood this beginners class. How do I go to the professional class? Don't worry. We will first of all do a recap of this, all this one that we did at this beginner class so that you understand it properly. And then we go into this. This is what I was talking about. Reversal patterns plus focus on harmonics and BTMM crossover. That's the beat the market maker strategy. Then we'll be talking about continuation patterns also. Then we focus on this. As you know, you just, please, I want to ask of you, do yourself the favor. I tell you, be in that class. I told you what we are doing is not because of the money. Well, I won't tell that I don't like money, but this is not the one that gives us the money we make. Your 10,000 for training is not I explained to people that started it. I told, by the time we take 50 people for training, 10,000 times 50, that's not 500. Now, by next week, we're on radio, almost on 510 radios, and we are paying almost 50,000 naira per session. So, know that one has gone for the advance. We have a bigger strategy and bigger connection with the people that enter this class, because there's something that we'll be doing. You will understand it in the advanced class. So if you want to be in that professional class, we'll be training you on these two, these Forex tools and indicators. There'll be an extensive training on how to use this tool. And then the tools for the beginners, just like we showed you here, I tried to show you a live one there. The superpower tool strategy is a unique blend of the efficiency of Fibonacci applied in harmonics pattern and the dynamism of market wave cycle in bands and the strength of the dynamic support and resistance. The bicep arrow caps up the qualities mentioned above. The tools, when used on their own, each of the tools you see inside that, we call it a combo. Each of them have about 70% winning rate. However, with the aid of our tailor-made entries, the win rate is about 90%. So whether you're a scalper, you are an intraday trader, a swing trader, whether you're a newbie or a veteran, you can be part of this. If you have been somebody who's been trading before, I tell you, automatic is better than manual. Automatic is better than manual. You don't need to do analysis that will lead to paralysis. Why don't you look at the thing? Say I should go up. Let me go up now. And then you enjoy the stuff there. So for those of you that is it, can you see? It gives you a buy here, boom, you buy. You go up with it, boom, sell. It come down, boom. Look at this, boom, and so on. So, and we also talk about the passive income program that we have in Rich Vision Academy. For those that we always advise that when you start, don't go and trade your life account. Don't trade your life account. Let professionals help you to trade while you are still learning. Demo and life no be the same category. So let us help you trade your life account while you are still practicing. So we said our professionals will focus on trading for you while you focus on your learning. So here, the rich allow the interest and the, the stuff. Now this is what investment platform looks like. Somebody starting with $1,000 in 12 months is about $3,000. Average profitability system every day. For you that want to be in the advanced class, if you want to be in the professional class, which is starting on Monday, the cost is 10,000 naira and it's going to last 2 weeks, 2 hours per day. Or you want this tool. We don't give out this tool if you don't attend the class, because we need to teach. Because some people will carry the tool and after they say the thing is not working, it's not working. How will it work? When you don't understand, you just give me the tool. I've been trading for years. I know what to do. You don't know what to do. Let's teach you what to do. We are going to be teaching you. So if you are taking the tool and the training together, it is 80,000 naira. But after the training, if you just paid for the class and you don't pay for the tool, you can get the tool at any time. It is just $200. $200. Whatsoever the price of naira to dollar is at that time, just take it. If it's 450, just multiply by 200. If it is 200, anything, that's it. So the account that you need to pay to is Rich Vision Consultancy Limited, First Bank PLC, account number 2022230913. Then after payment, please forward the proof of payment to the admin so that we can add you to the class. The number to text is 08020644107. We're going to be sending that in the group chat also. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, I think that's the much for those people that, okay, let me see. Oh, no, sorry. This one is for the advanced class. This one, when you pass through our advanced class, there's a fund management program that we have that when you don't have money, we will provide you with traders with investors fund, people that just want to invest their money. But we will have taught you how to trade. You will be trading their money and you'll be sharing profit. It can make up to 200,000 naira in a month or thereabout. So that we have there. Let me see. Is there any other question that I need to attend to? Ogabukola, I have paid, and as I said earlier, but no acknowledgement of the payment. Please, have you sent the message to that number, please? At times, the acknowledgement will not come if we have not seen the credit alert. If the credit alert has not hit our own account, we wait until we see. Maybe take bank problem. Don't worry, it will be done. Mondays to Friday or Monday to Sunday each week. It's Monday to Friday each week. Monday to Friday, Monday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. each day. But the indicators are in different colors. How do we know which is buy and sell? Arrow up, buy. Arrow down, sell. You will learn more of it in the class. Will you send us a video of today's teaching because I was too busy to join the class on time? Yes, all the videos are always dropped in the chat, in the group chat. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we're going to be seeing more of you tomorrow. It's going to be, is the trend going to be live or Zoom? In this day of social distance. So people are listening to us from London on this call, if you don't know. Some people are listening from us from, I think I saw Lafia one time. So different places. So we learn, all of us learn on this platform. It's via Zoom, and it's always 8 p.m. when we know that quarantine, the government must quarantine everybody by 8. They say no more movement, so you must be at home by that time. All right. So that's what we are doing. And a lot of people have been, if you check out our classes, in the past, a lot of people have been, trained on this. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We hope to see more of you. If you can't participate in the professional class and we want to connect with your trading, is it possible? Yes. Connecting with our trading is free. It does not cost you anything. It does not cost you anything. So you just open your trading account, fund it, and we connect with our traders. The only thing is that when profit is made, we share profit 60-40. 60% of the profit goes to you. 40% of the profit goes to our traders. Okay, thanks for trying today. God bless you. We appreciate you. So hope we see you tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow's class. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. It will help your trading career. Once again, your friend and partner, Olushola Popola, signing off. God bless you. Do have a wonderful day.
Are you